Coming up on Let's Get to the Point.
So, end of the year, next year 2024, predictions. What predictions do you have for next year?
So Hyatt just announced changes, and everybody thinks that's it. I will say it's probably not it.
Book now.
Exactly.
Book now.
And starting now.
All right, are you guys ready? Are you ready down there?
We're ready.
Give us a big clap, Miguel, so we can sync the cameras. Awesome.
This is exciting, Mitch.
Are you guys ready? All right, here we go.
Now, let's get to the points. From Passion for Points, it's Serena. From Travel Sergeant, it's Miguel. From Nicole's Travel Tips, it's Nicole. And from Seek to a Suite, it's Mitch Shannon.
Hi there, and thank you for joining us on Let's Get to the Points audio and video podcast, where we bring you the very best in tips and tricks in the world of miles, points, and travel. I'm Mitch Shannon, and I am so excited for the very first time all four of us are together. Hello, gang. How are you all doing? Oh, this is great. Are you guys excited to be here?
Yes, very excited. I can't believe it finally happened.
I know, right?
It's show number 30.
30.
Special edition.
Special edition show number 30. I think we got prizes for I don't know. We'll talk about that later, right? Christmas gifts, maybe. I don't know. We're in our Christmas sweaters, right?
In the holiday spirit.
In the holiday spirit. I'm very excited for this. The essence of this is not lost on me, to have come so far to actually finally meet everyone in person. This is great.
Yeah, this is awesome.
And you guys are cuter in person.
Thanks, Nicole. So are you.
I'm squishier in person.
Oh my God.
He is very squishy. It was the first thing when I picked up Miguel from the airport. He asked if he was squishy.
Oh my God, I feel so bad about that now. It was a term of endearment.
Well, so should we first start off like where we are? We're here in Napa, the Alila, Napa Valley. Yes, right behind us. And we all stayed here. What did we think?
What did you think, Mitch?
Yeah, what did you think?
I'll be honest, it was okay. 35,000 points a night, that's a lot. I don't know if I had paid 35,000 points a night to stay here again. I would probably use that to go to Park Hyatt Kyoto, but that's just me.
Oh, I agree.
I didn't spend 35,000 points.
That's right, because you were having your fling with Choice
Hotels.
right?
That's right. That's right.
Miguel, tell us where you're staying.
So I'm staying at the UpValley Inn. It's an Ascend hotel, and it's part of the Choice chain of hotels. And it's about like a 15-minute drive from here. And I don't know, I think it was a nice room. You guys saw it. What did
It's a
you
very nice room. You had an
It is a great
indoor
room.
fireplace.
had my own fireplace.
We don't have a fireplace in our room, but we do have an outdoor pit outside on our balcony. But I like
You
your
have nice
room.
views, but I rather spend, at least for this trip, I was better off spending $200 than 35,000 points, especially because I'm traveling alone. If my wife would have been here, I would have probably stayed here too.
So let's talk about what brought us together. Why are we here in Napa? Why Napa?
Why Napa?
Why Napa? What's going on, Nicole?
Well, it's the East Coast meets the West Coast, and I had a marathon in Sacramento, and you guys were like, oh, maybe we could have a meetup then. And I was like, perfect. Running, drinking wine, meeting friends. I think it's a perfect opportunity for us to do a special show together. So it worked out perfect.
And it's a holiday edition. Look at us. We all got our holiday sweaters on. I like Miguel's there.
So I didn't do the travel theme during Halloween. So I was like, now I have to kind of redeem myself and get a travel theme holiday sweater. So I have a squishy airplane.
Oh my God.
That's great, but we need to also see what it says on the back, too.
All right, let's see the back.
There we go.
Cleared for Christmas.
Clear for Christmas.
Oh, the holiday travel is coming soon.
That's right.
Are you guys prepared for it?
I'm staying home.
I'm staying home.
You said that during Thanksgiving, too. Remember what happened?
Unless there's a mistake fear, then
Yeah.
you'll be here with us.
As of today, I don't have any plans to travel for Christmas. So
Okay, so Nicole, how was your marathon?
The marathon was death-defying. I gave it everything I had, and it paid off. I had a major PR. This was my fastest marathon ever. I'm still debating whether I should do another one or not, but this one was great. And I also got to stay at a lot of amazing Hyatts. So this is where like running meets travel hacking. We call that, Miguel, a runcation. And it is a thing. It is a thing. So when we came in, we started at the Hyatt Regency San Francisco Airport. We spent one night there. Then we had 2 nights at Sacramento Hyatt Regency and and now we're here in Alila, Napa Valley.
So tell us about the breakfast at Hyatt Regency San Francisco Airport.
That has to be my favorite breakfast buffet I've had in all of Hyatt Regency. They had shrimp and pork dumplings. Like, who has that for breakfast?
In the U.S.
In the U.S., yeah.
At an airport hotel.
At an airport hotel. Let's not forget that, because sometimes it's touch and go at the airport.
Yeah.
Then we got upgraded to a suite at Sacramento, the Hyatt Regency in Sacramento. And that was pretty nice. We only were there for one night, but to be upgraded to a suite, I think is always, a good thing. And we got to spread out. It was really nice. The best thing I liked about that Hyatt Regency, they had really fancy water bottles. And it's all about the little things for me. These were metal water bottles. Normally they give you the 25-cent plastic water bottles, but these were memorable, I would say.
Keepsakes.
These were keepsakes, yeah.
Memorable keepsakes.
Now, Nicole, are you going to refill those water bottles with anything from this hotel on your way back?
We will not talk about Bruno. But the water bottles are keepsakes, and they will be going back not empty.
Maybe I should go bring a bottle to show the camera.
Okay, so I will say the product here in this hotel is probably one of my favorite. I mean, I love Aesop, right? But the Labo here they got is just, it's incredible stuff.
Incredible.
And it's full plastic bottles. So, and if you use your own water bottle, you can put one and one together and figure out what we're talking about.
You should have seen Mitch's eyes light up when he stepped into the bathroom and saw the bath products.
Yeah.
He said, "Oh my God, look."
But does it not smell good?
It
smells good.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you how good these products are. So normally when we go on vacation, I don't usually wash my hair. Takes a long time to wash, takes a long time to dry. But when we were in Park Hyatt Auckland, it was a wash day. Never mind, it was like 60 degrees outside, and every Jamaican would say, "Don't wash your hair when it's cold." But for Le Labo, I washed my hair.
Nice. So let's talk about how Miguel got here, because you flew Delta here, but you kind of went around the way a bit, right?
Yeah, so I was actually on a trip to San Antonio for my daughter's mariachi competition. So we were there, and the rest of the family went home, and I took a Delta flight from there to LA, then to Oakland, so I could get a ride here.
I was their Uber this weekend.
Sure was.
Yes.
No comments about my Asian driving, though.
Oh, dear. Okay, we're going there, huh? Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. So we're here for our Let's Get to the Points podcast, and we had a great dinner last night. We all went out together to dinner, and we did an Instagram live. What'd y'all think about that?
It was fun. I like doing lives with you guys.
Yeah, it was very interactive. We had a lot of people join in and ask a bunch of questions. So next time we're on live, pop in, ask a question. Perfect time to get your questions answered about points and miles.
So, Nicole, you're staying at a lot of Hyatts this weekend. How many Hyatt nights do you have so far this year?
I am currently at 59 Hyatt nights. I'm on the cusp.
You're right there.
The cusp of actual globalists. I mean, I had baby globalists for 2 years, and now I'm going to be an official globalist. I'm going to have a
Concierge.
Concierge. Yeah. I didn't want to say that incorrectly. What's the big difference between calling your concierge and the Hyatt Globalist line?
Using our concierge, she's great for us. Like, I'll email her if we want to make a booking, like a points booking or something like that on advance, and she'll book that for us. She's really good at using the suite upgrade night certificates. But if it's like a property that I know the suite might go really fast, I'll just call instead, because it takes a little bit of a delay. But that's what I think is good about the concierge. Serena and Miguel.
So I had a concierge this year, but I really prefer to use Twitter. I don't know, it's just faster to me, Twitter, because the concierge has a specific shift, but the Twitter is constantly staffed. So I've had really good results using their Twitter. So that's what I use.
Yeah, for urgent matters, I do like to call the Globalist line, especially if it's a suite that I don't want to go away, right? But for non-urgent things, I will contact my concierge. I've had my concierge for 2 years. Last year, I was so about her. But this year, I decided to establish a relationship with her. So I started talking to her on the phone. I wanted to build a relationship with her, be friends with her. And so things have been better with our relationship this year. So when we went to Park Hyatt Toronto, she had them put together a birthday present for my girls. Touches like that are really nice. So non-urgent requests, I do have my concierge look into that for me.
I feel like all my bookings are urgent. I need it now.
So I think a good thing for us to talk about right now, especially for, everyone that loves to watch and engage with us, is the changes that are coming for Hyatt. So there's a couple of changes that are coming next year, right? For Globalist especially. So what are some of those?
So I think the biggest one is that you don't have the unlimited Globalist benefit of guest of honor bookings for your friends, which is where I guess I'm the loser this year, right?
So sad.
So earlier this year, I decided I wasn't going to pursue Globalist because I was going to have my friends here book me guest of honor. But now those are not unlimited. So I don't know. I think we get a year overlap, right?
We do.
Yeah.
So next year,
Thank
we
God.
still have unlimited. So, but I need a better plan for next year.
I was really sad about those guest of honor bookings because even for this trip here, I booked 2 guest of honor bookings for 2 of my friends that were also running the marathon. I came in like a superhero, right? They were staying at a Hyatt house, and I was like, oh, if you're going to stay there, I can get you the same deal. Because what I did is I purchased the points and then they paid me back for the points. And then I booked it for them and they had free breakfast, free parking. They were like, literally one of the guys asked me, Nicole, when was the last time you paid for a hotel? I was like, Costa Rica. One thing I like about being in the space of points and mile is being able to enjoy the experiences and sharing the experiences with other people, right? I was talking to Mitch about it, and it's like some of these things seem impossible when it's just that really people don't know that they could enjoy the same things with just like, one little tweak in their budget, one little tweak in their spending. And to be able to share that with people, it makes it much more worthwhile.
Absolutely. And I don't think people talk about this enough with the whole guest of honor change because it really affects families too, especially if you're having to book 2 rooms or more when you're traveling. So a lot of times I travel with my parents, right? And I get a separate room for them. And I always book their room guest of honor so they can also get free breakfast, possible upgrades, late checkout. And I used that 6 times this year for my parents. And so knowing that in future years, I'm only going to get that 3 times is disappointing.
Yeah.
Like, too bad, mom and dad. I'm getting the suite.
And the breakfast.
And the breakfast. You don't get to have breakfast with us.
I wonder if maybe if there's some outcry, it would be something like Delta, where they're like, please bring back the guest of honor. That was too harsh. Maybe they'll give us 12 instead of 3. Who knows?
So it's important to note that Globalists will get 5 guest of honor passes to use in the beginning of next year. And beyond that, Globalists will also, if you qualify through February 2025, you'll also still get your unlimited guest of honor allotment. But beyond February 2025, it's going to go back to Milestone rewards. So you're going to have to deal with just those 3 that you get every year if you reach 60 nights. So Miguel, make sure you book everything by February 2025.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually like this. I think the changes, they did a pretty good job in rolling these changes out. And don't mind, the capping of unlimited guest of honor bookings, because I think that even opens up the possibility for more upgrades for everybody else because, it doesn't have that potential for abuse by some people. And, starting at 40 nights, you'll earn the first guest of honor booking that you can use for yourself. So at 40 nights, you have the ability to get that taste of the globalist life with a globalist benefits for 1 reservation. So I think that's another good thing they did is, if people are around the 40 night mark, it kind of maybe gets them to stay more because they want to, become globalists.
That's a good tactic to reel them in.
And then they also made changes to the milestone rewards as well. There are more choices at each of the tier levels. When you reach a certain number of nights, you can choose between different options. A big change is also you can gift these rewards as well. Like, for example, club lounge access. I could give Miguel club lounge access if he's staying at a Hyatt Regency or a Grand Hyatt with a club, and he can use that for his family. And usually that includes free breakfast and afternoon snacks and drinks too.
So if you guys are going to gift club lounge access, I'll put my name on the list.
I got you, Miguel. I got you.
I don't think they're horrible changes when it comes to Hyatt. I mean, I think it's the best of the worst. I think that's what you would say of what it could have been, compared to Marriott and everything that goes on with Hilton and IHG. I still think, we got it pretty good with Hyatt. I think with that, I think we need to cheers Hyatt. What do you guys think about it? Because we love Hyatt, right? Hyatt, are you listening? We love you.
We love you, and we are in Napa Valley, so we're at a Hyatt. We're gonna cheers with Napa Valley wine.
Cheers. Cheers, you guys. Cheers. 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 Oh, that's nice.
I got it from a Hyatt. Funny thing about this wine, I brought it back from the Hyatt Regency Hakone in Japan. And it's Napa Valley wine. So they ship Napa Valley wine all the way to Japan to give out as a welcome amenity.
And Serena brought it back.
You brought it back home.
I brought it back to Napa Valley.
I just have to say, it's so surreal right now being here with, the three of you in person, because it's just like, normally, I guess we can talk about this. When we record every week, we'll record, we'll get on our computers, and there's maybe like a little slight delay, a little bit, right? And we all kind of talk to it. And, everyone knows this. We edit our show down a little bit, make it a little more polished. But to be in this room with all of you right now, it's kind of like you're waiting for the pause on the delay a little bit. You're like, not sure, do I interact? It's just like everything we've learned is a little bit different now. So, but I'm loving it. It really means a lot just to me personally that you guys made the effort to be here so that we could do this. So thank you guys.
A lot to me too.
Right?
I mean, we're at 30 episodes. I mean, at one, who knew how far we would get? Yeah. And so this is a huge milestone for us.
How we've grown since number one. Like, please go back and watch the first episode.
No, don't do it.
Don't
do it.
My audio was awesome.
It's cringe.
Your audio. My
audio
face was like
great.
this in the camera.
The lighting's off. The sound is off.
We've come a long way.
Yeah, I mean, the episode that we just had last week, I was watching it and I sat there for a moment and I just kind of looked at all of you and I'm like, wow, you guys are so polished now with your lighting, with your audio, with your camera and everything. And it's like, wow, you guys look so good with that. So
please make sure to subscribe.
Yes.
Because it's going to get better and better and better. And you need to be involved in what we're going to do next. You don't want to miss out on this.
You don't. Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
We might have some fun things planned for next year.
Yeah.
No.
Sure.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it's time we move on to our next topic now. And there was some big news that recently happened, and it had to do with Alaska Airlines, and they are going to acquire Hawaiian Airlines. And that's just kind of like a big deal, right? Because a couple years ago, they acquired Virgin America, and now they're going to acquire Hawaiian. What do you guys think that means, and what should we do to get ready for this merger?
Okay, I should note that it will take about 12 to 18 months for this to be approved by regulators first. So it's possible it could get squashed. But for now, we can maybe plan in advance, think about our strategy if it does get approved. So for me, I have 130,000 Hawaiian miles that have been sitting in my account for years, and I haven't used them yet. I know years. I think I'm going to have them sit for another year until this merger gets approved. And hopefully those miles would turn into Alaska miles because Alaska miles are so valuable. We use them to book Starlux.
Thanks, Miguel.
Thank you, Miguel. I used it to book Qatar Q Suite for next year. I would love to use it in the future to book Cathay First if I can, or even business is fine too. So a lot of great options. Maybe Fiji, right?
Yeah.
And then onto Australia. There's so many great options to use with Alaska miles.
Absolutely. And you want to think too, now that they acquire Hawaiian, right? So think about where Hawaiian goes. They go to Australia,
Japan.
So that's another way, it might be a backwards way to get there, but that's another way that you could get there. And if they keep the A330s that Hawaiian has, they have those flatbeds, and that wouldn't be a bad way to travel to Australia or Japan on Alaska miles.
It opens up your options so much more. So now you have like almost double the amount of options available.
Yeah, and then Alaska also flies to Mexico, to the Caribbean. Do they go to Costa Rica?
That's right.
Yeah, Costa
They
Rica.
do go to Costa Rica, yes.
Liberia, and San Jose, yeah.
And most recently, the Bahamas.
Yeah, that's right.
Are you still taking that flight?
That's
Mitch?
right. We're still taking Mama. We're going to go down there. I've watched your Instagram story, and we are all set for the Grand Hyatt Baja Mars. So,
In coach.
yeah. Oh,
You'll survive. You
It's gonna
survived
be
Southwest,
fine.
Mitch.
yeah.
Fine.
But it's going to be fine. But I think, I think overall, the acquisition of Hawaiian Airlines, it's probably a good thing for Alaska. And it's definitely a good thing for us because I know when they went through the merger with Virgin, when they converted those points over, don't quote me on this, but I think it was 1 or 2 points that converted over into Alaska. And it was a great thing, right? So right now I'm already strategizing like, ooh, maybe I can sign up and get the Hawaiian Airlines card, right? I'm thinking, oh, what partners? I don't want to do this yet, but what partners like American Express can transfer to Hawaiian, because there's not really any currency that transfers into Alaska points, right? So I want to start thinking now, because we've talked about this on this show before, is being prepared. That is like our motto, right? When it comes to this stuff. So I want to be prepared for when they convert those programs and they merge them into one. I want to be able to maybe make a little extra Alaska points off of it because they're so valuable. I mean, yeah, they made some changes to the program that's going to happen next year, but by far the program is still valuable to me.
Yeah, it's a solid program.
So something else that we did is we have decided to have some professional photos made, and we had our photo shoot today. How did you guys feel about that? What did you think?
I felt a little fancy.
I do. I feel fancy too.
You looked fancy.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bling bling.
That's right. It was sparkling.
It was a little sparkly. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to be able to kind of elevate who we are as a team of Let's Get to the Points. We're going to have some professional photos for our website and everything. So that'll be good.
I'm excited to see how they turned out.
We look, very spiffy. We clean up nice, I think.
I think we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So stay tuned. Make sure to check out our websites for all the updates. We are going to bring you so much information on our website. It's going to be like a one-stop shop for everything points and miles.
So let's talk about Napa Valley and kind of the hotels and different options here that are going on. So, we're here at the Alila, and it's a good choice, a little expensive for me, but there's some other options here as well if people want to come as well, right?
So there is the Hyatt Regency Sonoma. There's also the Andaz Napa Valley. Has anyone stayed there?
I have not, but I've heard it's okay.
And how many points per night is that one?
That one's a category 6.
But it is in a good location where it is. It's like right downtown Napa, and there's a bunch of little restaurants and everything in the area, so it's really nice. So, Miguel, this was your first time to Napa. What did you think?
Yeah, it's nice. I mean, I like the weather right now, the fall, the foliage, all the colors with the trees and stuff. It's really nice time to come. And I'm staying at a choice hotel. It's called UpValley. And across the street is a Hyatt. It's actually called a Calistoga Motor Lodge. So it's like a motel. It's a category 6 Hyatt. So I think for this week, it's about 21,000 points per night or $250 or so. So I almost stayed there on a cash fare, but then I decided to go on this experience with Choice Hotels and see what they had.
To cheat on Hyatt.
It's one night stand.
So, but that's interesting to me. That Calistoga Motor Lodge, I think it's a JDV by Hyatt. So it's if you're trying to do the Hyatt Bingo, the Brand Explorer promotion. I mean, that's a JDV Hyatt property.
I just think it's weird that it's called a motor lodge. I'm thinking like cars, but then it's a category 6. Like the two are not going together. I think they should pick a better name. It's not selling it.
It looks like a motel from the outside, but I'm sure on the inside it's fancy.
You can't have fancy and motel. No. Maybe if they want to call it glamping or something, but the word motel has a connotation like, Costa Rica, AA hotel type of thing. No. What about other brands? I mean, I know there are other brands that exist outside of Hyatt, blah, blah, blah. What other brands are in the area?
So there's a few. I mean, I think all the chains are out here. Marriott, Hilton, IHG, Choice, which actually Embassy Suites used to be like my go-to before I did the points and miles thing.
Same.
They had like
free
the
breakfast,
omelet.
Free happy hour.
Yes.
The made to order omelets. I'm like,
Yep.
That was like fancy to me. So I was like, that was my go-to Embassy Suites before.
100%.
So yeah, there's a few options with any chain that you want to come with.
So any points and miles that you have, I think you should be able to use in the Napa area.
So Napa Valley, great place to come, especially if you got, you're celebrating something special with a loved one or a friend or a family. It's a great place to come. So we highly recommend that. So I want to change gears real quick. So this is kind of our last episode before the end of the year because we're going to have 2 special edition episodes after this.
Exciting.
Nicole goes to New Zealand, and then Miguel's got his very special edition.
Top secret. You
Top
have
secret.
to subscribe to be able to see this top secret
You're making
project.
me nervous over there with that face, Miguel. But here's what I want to talk about real quick before we wrap things up. So, end of the year, next year, 2024, predictions. What predictions do you have for next year? Is Marriott going to change the values of their points program? Or is American Express going to make, all their cards unavailable for sign-up bonuses if you had it? Like, what's one big prediction that you want to make now? Ooh, see, I like your faces. That you, and I can see you in person now. I'm not, normally I have to look at the camera and I can't look at, your face. I love this. I'm seeing your faces. What prediction do you want to make right now that you think is going to happen for 2024 in the world of points, miles, and travel? What's your big guess?
Ooh, okay, I'll go first. So Hyatt just announced changes, and everybody thinks that's it. I will say it's probably not it. Every March they devalue, and I think we are going to see that, but we could also see variable award pricing on hotels. That's a definite oh dear.
Oh dear.
Book now.
Exactly.
Book now.
But they usually give you advance notice, right? So they tell you maybe a month ahead of when they're actually going to make the change. So keep an eye out on any changes like that.
With that, then there's a mad rush of bookings.
It is,
So if you
yeah.
have some place that you plan to stay, I would go ahead and try to do maybe an advance booking, a cash booking to hold it before, the announcement comes out.
That's if. It's just a guess. We're just guessing right now.
I'll go next. There was some talks before. Now that Qatar points are becoming more available, that maybe they will devalue.
Yeah.
I think that Qatar Q Suites, especially through American Airlines, has the best value with 70,000 points to Qatar, 75 to South Africa, different places in Africa, the Seychelles, Maldives. That maybe now it's going to cost more. That's my prediction and my fear.
Okay, Miguel, what do you think?
I'll just say Hyatt's going to have another acquisition. They've been growing a lot, and I could definitely see them doing another big acquisition, or at least a marketing agreement with another big brand.
They're going to buy Choice.
What about you, Mitch? What do you think?
Oh, God, I asked the question. I didn't even think of an answer. I don't know. I think next year we're going to see a little bit of a downturn in the economy. That's my guess. And I think travel might, not be as popular next year as it is right now. I think a lot of award availability and trying to book all that stuff right now, it's really hard to do on points and miles because there's just so much pent up demand from COVID-19. I think some of that's going to kind of die off a little bit next year. We might get a little bit more towards a recession a little bit. So I think, maybe ticket prices and all that stuff, it's going to fluctuate a lot next year. So that's my prediction of what's going to happen next year. So yeah, that's my guess.
All right, let's
guess.
see.
Hi guys. So my husband and I just took advantage of the recent Q Suites availability to book ourselves a trip to the Maldives. Now we have to figure out a place to stay. I am Hyatt Globalist. He is Marriott Ambassador. So our options right now are either the Park Hyatt or Alila in the Maldives, or we can go Marriott and La Meridian or something nicer. What are your thoughts?
Oh, great question this week for our Ask Us, asking about the Maldives. She's got some status with Marriott and Hyatt, it sounds like. So what are your recommendations, Miguel?
So I stayed at the W Maldives, which is a Marriott property, and I really, really liked it. So I would definitely go back there. The breakfast was really amazing, delicious. And I think I paid 310,000 points for 5 nights. And if you have status, you get the free breakfast, which is normally $50 a day per person. So the W, yeah, I definitely recommend it because I would definitely go back again. What about you, Mitch?
Yeah, I'm kind of a Hilton person. We've been to the Maldives 3 times now. So we've been to the Conrad Maldives and we've been to the Waldorf twice. And Waldorf, hands down, one of my favorite properties I think I've ever been to, period. And part of the reason why, and this is just me and this is kind of weird, and we're going to talk about this just for a minute, but I kind of have this fear of these smaller airplanes and the seaplanes. So, what's great about the Waldorf is it's on this yacht, right? And you've all teased me about the yacht, but I love the yacht because you can get there and you don't have to do one of those seaplanes. So for me, it's, I'm working with this kind of little fear over here of these smaller prop planes and these seaplanes. So that's why I would choose one of those resorts or maybe one that's closer, but that's just me. So Nicole, what would you say?
I haven't been to the Maldives yet, but I am a Hyatt girl through and through. If I had to choose between Alila and Park Hyatt, I think I'd go to Park Hyatt. Because you get those take-home water bottles. And I just think that Park Hyatt has a little more, how do you say, like je ne sais quoi.
I knew you were going to say that.
I love that. Yeah.
It's more old world kind of charm. Just I think it's a more established brand, so you'd probably get better service at the Park Hyatt than you would at the Alila.
Yeah, so we're at an Alila right now. No je ne sais quoi here, huh?
Not for 35,000 points.
Yeah, I agree.
I
I'm with
stayed
you on
at
that.
Park Hyatt in Auckland for 17,000. Park Hyatt in DC 19,000, and even just a breakfast here, I prefer it at the Park Hyatt much more. So, Serena, we've seen you on your yacht going to the Maldives. So,
I love my yachts. So in the Maldives, I'm like Mitch. I choose Hilton, Waldorf Astoria, or Conrad. But since you have a choice between Hyatt and Marriott. So with Hyatt, you have Alila and Park Hyatt, right? The Park Hyatt is older and people say that it needs a renovation. The Alila is newer, but I will say with the Alila, with the standard room, you have to exit your bedroom, go into the outside to get to the toilet. And for someone who uses the bathroom in the middle of the night and who's very prone to mosquito bites, I'm going to get eaten alive when I go to the bathroom. So that would be my reason for not choosing Alila. I mean, I'm not going to count on an upgrade there. I don't know if it's going to happen. So I just can't risk being bitten by mosquitoes at Alila. So for Marriott, I have not been to any of the Marriott properties there. So I would go with Miguel's choice. But I also asked one of my friends, Drew, who's been to all of them. And his ranking in order would be Ritz, W, and Westin in that order. So you might want to check those out too.
So I just want to make sure I heard clearly. You said at the Alila, which I think is a category 6 or 7, you have to go outside of the bathroom?
You have to leave your enclosed room, walk outside, then enter the toilet. So your toilet is separate from your room, from what I've seen.
You'll like it, Nicole. You'll love it. Just give it a try. Seriously.
I mean,
But you're going to be at the Park Hyatt anyway.
Yeah.
If you're je ne sais quoi.
If it's 8,000 points per night, I would totally go outside to use the bathroom. But not at a category 6 or 7.
How was the toilet here at this Alila?
Yeah.
Oh, we forgot to talk about that. We forgot.
Yes.
Well, since we're talking about toilets.
Okay, switching gears. Sorry. No more Maldives talk right now.
No, we have some serious things we need to discuss. So this Alila has a Japanese, how do you say, Toto?
Toto.
Total. Yeah.
Toto toilets. And
Bidet. Yeah.
It's a bidet? Bidet. Okay. Tells you how much I know. And this was my first Japanese toilet experience.
Yeah.
Ooh, Nicole. How's
You
your
look like a new
tushy?
believer there.
I am a new believer. Like at first I was like, who are these people sitting on the thing, doing their thing? But I am not one of these people. And I think everyone should try it. Yeah, I'm a believer.
I just keep thinking back to Miguel's video. You know,
I was inspired by Miguel's video, and I too did a video. Stay tuned.
All right. Thank you, Christina. And thank you, everyone, for answering her questions. We'd love to have you here on our show. So please go to our website, letsgettothepoints.com, to submit your questions for Ask Us. All right, we're almost done for our very first in-person special edition episode. And before we wrap up, I got a very special question for everyone here. So it is the holidays. It is that time of the year. And simple question. I just want to know what you're thankful for, what you're happy for, and what you're going to be celebrating this year. So who wants to go first?
I think since you posed the question, you should go first.
Oh, please. I got this planned out. Let me go last. Please let me go last. It's going to be a good thing. Let me go last.
I mean, okay, I'll go first. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for the opportunity to be able to take them to see the world. I feel like I'm creating a new generation of travelers. I was talking to Mitch about this, and traveling allows you to see that people are more alike than they are different. And so I think with every time we travel, I think it makes them literally more a global human. And so I feel like I'm sending them out into the world to be, I don't know, more caring, more lovable, I don't know, peace on earth kind of kids, because they're able to see people in different aspects of life and be able to see, they're the same thing. So it's all about the points and the miles, but without the points and the miles, I wouldn't have had this experience. And these three right here, you guys have taught me so much, and I'm completely indebted to you.
We love you, Nicole.
Thank you.
That's
You
great.
guys too. How about you, Miguel?
So maybe I should have gone first because I was going to say the exact same thing.
I was going to say the exact same thing too.
Literally, like family, then traveling, and then our team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same thing.
But I don't know. I really don't have anything else
You
to
did
add.
it wonderfully, Nicole.
I mean,
Yeah.
Think about it. We love to travel, right? We love hanging out with each other. And we get to show our kids this. So, I mean, what more is there?
I know. It's the greatest thing because, this is one of our huge passions in life, points and miles and travel. And to be able to share this with the three of you and to be able to talk to you guys on a daily basis about it, I really treasure that.
Yeah.
I am very thankful for it. And thank you, Nicole, because it made me realize, wow, we are raising global humans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great. The world needs that.
Yeah, I think we're doing a little piece of God's work here. All right, Mitch, cue it up.
Okay, so here we go. So a couple things I'm thankful for. First off, I'm thankful for a good credit score, so I'm able to get
Amen to that.
so I'm able to get more credit cards, right? I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my husband. I'm thankful for all of that. I'm thankful for the travel that we were able to do this year. We took some really great trips. And finally, I'm really thankful for you guys coming together for this podcast this year and wanting to push this forward. And I really appreciate that. So with that said, yes, Nicole, there was a little gift that you saw in the room earlier.
I knew it.
So
Sorry for spilling the tea.
That's all right. Take one, pass it down. I got you guys a little gift. You can open it now or later. I want you to open it now. It's nothing fancy, it's nothing big, but I got you guys a little something. So it's a little way for me to say how much I appreciate you and everything that you put into this show.
Also crinkling, huh?
And our audio listeners are just gonna love this wrapping audio.
This is ASMR.
So it's a little something for me to give to you guys to tell you how much I appreciate you going on this journey and doing this podcast and us all doing it. So
This is why you have to watch on YouTube so you can see what it is.
exactly. So I got you guys this little plaque with a little quote that's important to me. And since we've made a little money, I got you your first dollar that you've made. So
Our first dollar made.
yes, that's right, other influencers, we're making money now, okay?
Well, we should note that we're not doing this for the money.
That's right,
We're
absolutely
doing this
not.
because we enjoy each other's company.
Absolutely.
Dollar bills, y'all.
But I'm just so proud of you guys, and it was just a little thing I wanted to do for you.
Thank you,
so,
Mitch. This is wonderful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
This is like you walk into any mom and pop shop and they have $1 up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've never had one. Like,
Yeah.
This is my first dollar.
That's what it just made me think of that. And just, it was important. You know, you guys pour your heart and soul into this.
So Mitch, why don't you read the quote for us?
Okay.
Tell us.
I'll read it to you. So we got our little logo up here. For now, it says Miles Points Travel, Serena, Miguel, Nicole, myself. And it says, success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts.
Oh, wow.
And that means the world to me that you guys, I'm not going to cry. It means the world to me that you guys want to
subscribe,
continue.
but you'll cry on camera right now.
It really touches me that you guys want to continue and you push forward and you try so hard every week to do this, and it just means a lot to me, and I just wanted to show that. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It means a lot. Wow.
It means the world to us that you're here too, Mitch.
Yeah, absolutely.
We wouldn't be
for
here
bringing us
without you.
together. Yeah.
If it weren't for this idea that you had, this crazy idea, we wouldn't be here. So
But if it wasn't for you guys, we couldn't do this, and we need each other to do this, and we need everyone that watches and listens to us, and it just means the world. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
All right, so confetti.
it does look here, Miguel.
So that's gonna do it for now. I want to thank all of our hosts. From Passion for Points, it's Serena.
Bye, everyone.
From the Travel Sergeant, it's Miguel.
Later.
And from Nicole's Travel Tips, it's Nicole.
See you guys next week.
All right, we wish you guys a very happy and safe rest of your 2023, and we will see you in 2024.
Let's get to the points.com.